My name's Makoto Naegi.
Saika Maizono.
Leon Kuwata.
Chihiro Fujizaki.
Kiyotaka Ishimaru.
Kyoko Kirigiri.
Celestia Ludenberg.
I am Monokuma!
Byakuya Togami.
Toko Fukawa.
Mondo Owada.
And Fumi Yamada.
Aoi Asahina.
Sakura Ogami.
Yasuhiro Hagakure.
Junko Enoshima.
Now then, let's get things rolling!
I could feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork.
Well, but
But we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that.
there's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a bloodstain. There's a bloodstain on the dumbbell!
Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her.
Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
I don't imagine it could have been anything else.
I use this locker room all the time. Now, it's become the site of Chihiro's death.
But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here.
She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her. But still, I still think she came here on her own, by choice.
What makes you say that?
She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger.
So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then.
Avoiding it?
Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us.
And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others.
So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else?
It's a possibility, I think.
The dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All, I need to get stronger.
Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once.
Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here.
But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl, after all. Most girls aren't all that strong.
I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about that stuff.
The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be.
Now I believe it's about time for us to move on.
Huh? Already?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case.
That's true, but
If you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed.
he's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time.
So this is our next location.
Huh? This place is related to the investigation.
Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right?
If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma.
He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
You called for me?
Has he been domesticated?
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook.
And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door's unlocked, correct?
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter!
And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means...
Hey Makoto, I can see right through you.
See right through me?
Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there. As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Good lord, you're simple.
But am I wrong?
You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
Yo-ho-ho-ho! I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family! So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations!
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little bit more excitement to things.
Yeah! You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things. Get it? Got it? Good!
Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but... in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So,
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest your own damn self.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental facilities, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall.
the main hall?
That'll help you understand what's going on.
We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook? No, wait. There's 3 of them. But what are they doing here?
So, you finally found them.
Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya?
I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students gets delivered to this mailbox.
So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka?
You can go ahead and confirm it yourself.
I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... You're right! This is Sayaka's handbook.
Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier.
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it.
You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
I see. Yeah, now I understand.
Hold on a second.
What's wrong?
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on.
Is it broken? Whose is it?
The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up.
Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs.
Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey!
What?
That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily.
But it did.
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do crap! Oh, but, even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point.
It does?
But it's a secret! I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks!
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what his weakness was, right?
Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be?
Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now.
You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me.
Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit.
Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro!
To be exact, not quite.
Huh? Not quite? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite.
Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack.
Then, you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case.
That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
There's nobody else it could be.
Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that?
You're not wrong to wonder.
But words mean little right now.
I have something that will prove it, and I can show you.
Is there really proof?
There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro.
Evidence? Does something like that really...
Ah! Hey, you two! Big trouble. Need your help.
We're busy. Leave us alone.
But it's an emergency. Emergency! Come on, please. You gotta help me. This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me.
Just calm down, okay, Hina?
But, it's an emergency.
An emergency? What happened?
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange.
Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it.
Okay. Come on, hurry!
Wait for us, Hina!
It looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely.
You're right!
You guys are too slow!
I think you're just too fast.
So, what's this emergency?
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her. You know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff.
Weird stuff?
We should try talking to her ourselves.
Yeah, good idea. I may as well give it a shot. The door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing, but could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that?
She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago,
I'll drive out the killer. To drive out the murderous fiend.
it doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
Hey, Byakuya, you think you can ask her? To come out of her room, I mean.
Sure, whatever.
Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to.
Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bakula!
It's Byakuya.
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. Never again!
And with that, the door slammed shut.
Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off.
There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation.
Hold on! Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
But...
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Well then, let's go.
Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked. But he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room.